This week is crazy. Mercury comes out of its shadow period. It's done with, of course, the retrograde, but it's opposing Uranus and Taurus. So this buried treasure is I know I found the buried treasure this weekend of life itself and understanding where heaven lies in our lives. And that's up to you to figure out this week for your love life. Like, I would say with Venus leaving Libra and it's squaring Saturn this week, this is definitely not an easy transit, okay? Because Venus squares Saturn and they're both in their dignities. This is tough. Only, anything that just feels like it's just like too much work and it's not bringing you any balance at all, not going to work out. And it's also going to show you where maybe you need to put in a little bit more effort if you want something beautiful. But if you've been putting in a bunch of effort and it's just like, this is not that great, or at the same time, I'll be honest with you, it brings in a lot of insecurities of people not feeling like, oh, I'm not in my alignment spiritually with where I'm at in my relationship life. Well, you got to look and see if you're both on the same destiny or on the same trajectory. So this one's going to be with Venus then coming into Scorpio, which is its detriment. And with the moon in Capricorn this week with Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, there's a lot of detrimental energy. And I think we can find some really positive greatness. The sun comes into Sag with the South Node being in Sag. So, there's a weak point in all of us that is going to be tapped pretty hard this week, I will say. And I think that a lot of us, when it comes to our love stories, is like, do we really want to be in those places anymore? Because if we continue to do that, it sucks. And I think that we just have to face the music. This is the week to face the music and be like, are we going to make an orchestra and like get all the people together in the band and like get all the different parts of the orchestra together and like conduct this thing? Or like, are we really like Sum 41 and we're just a one-hit wonder and we put out a CD and we think we're going to go the distance forever? And maybe we're hanging with Chumbawamba and we're going to do a one-hit wonder, and that's it. That's the thing. Some relationships are one-hit wonders. It seems good, and then you're like, what happened? Like, I don't know if I would put in Chumbawamba in my playlist and play I Get Knocked Down and, like, go to, like, a bunch of people at a party and, like, be the first track that I drop,
But
would
maybe,
you?
But maybe you could. So we know who sent the cup now.
Oh, we do?
It's Iggy. I see him in the chat on High Vibe. So
Thank you so much for the cup.
Iggy S.
Truly appreciate it.
Yeah, he's on High Vibe.
I want to know about Chumbawamba.
You get knocked down?
Yeah.
Can I get up again? Yeah, no, it wouldn't be a go-to. But I mean, hey, you're the producer over there. Maybe you could whip up a little mix. Slap some of that bass. Slap it. Just slap that bass. Then you can get knocked down and get up again. I mean, there's a great moral to the story there. It is about, rising above.
Sure. In love, yeah, you can get knocked down and get up again. But how many times are you going to... Is that what a relationship is? Getting knocked down like so much to where it's like eventually you're singing and I get up again and I get up again.
Yeah.
That's what somebody says before they go on Cialis. See what's going on with the cards. We got the Lovers Reverse to start everything off. Wow. Gosh, I love this deck. I am so obsessed with the Vampires deck still. And it's Venus Scorpio, so we are going all dark and a little bit of light.
Darkness.
Ugh. Yeah, we're upside down with love. We don't know what the hell's going on. I don't care if you're in a love relationship and everything. There's an unknown there we're going to get more clear on this but it's definitely showing some weird stuff here. Our challenge that we got here is the Four of Wands reversed. Wow, that's the marriage card too. And this is the zombie deck. What do we got in this zombie deck going on? It looks like it's a zombie party. I love zombie parties. Look at them. They're all playing and eating their flesh off the bones. They're chilling on the couch. The one zombie's breaking in the door. There's another one back there, and they've got a little cake going on.
Is there anyone juggling?
No
things?
jugglers. But I love the girl zombie on the ground. She's happy just gnawing on the bone, and she's having a blast. Look at the dead human in the corner. So beautiful. What a beautiful celebration. Ow, no, challenge reversed. Wow. This is definitely like karmic relationships that feel that they have been like the ultimate. Is it really? Is it really a celebration? I mean, it's a challenge. It's definitely a hard like moment, and this is definitely breakup week. Breakup week. Breakup. Wow. The overall is the Two of Cups, the soulmate card. This is a freaking gnarly week of love. We've done this show over a year. I don't know if we've ever gotten a collective reading. I mean, I would say this is the overall, and this being more in the future. Like, this is like, you're going to have to get over something that you thought was so great to get to the good stuff. The shadow, how do we get through this? And what is it? Oh, it's downcasting pride. I don't like this card because it's so like, you know what? I'm just going to keep playing Chumbawamba and think that it's good. But I really like something else. I'd rather play something else. But you know what? I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to downcast my pride, and I'm going to just like put pride in Chumbawamba and just keep playing that all day. What's the clarity of this Lovers reversed? Wow, the Devil card. Addicted to bad love situations. Or just pure sexual only, or more importantly, I would just say like, or there's no good sex in the love situation going on, or you're not attracted to your partner anymore, or it's just something that doesn't attract you, or there's somebody who makes you feel like you have some sort of like enslavement going on, and then there's temptation, but you don't understand it. Why did we get this Two of Cups? Seven of Swords. Our favorite card, Craig.
All right.
This guy looks like I want to go be best friends with him. Not. This is definitely, I would say, more of an unclarity, or maybe we've deceived ourselves overall on who we think soulmate energy is, or what we define soulmate energy is in ourselves and what we want. And that's going to be changing here this week collectively overall. The overall that I got here is the Saturn card of truth. Wow, I don't know how much more hardcore this week can get for love. Let's see what we got. Transmutation. I would say this is going to be some pretty, it's going to feel hard, but it's going to be what gets us where we need to go. And I think that I think that also maybe we have had some false soulmate energy that maybe we feel has become an agent in the matrix and turned into an agent, you know? And I also feel at the same time that this has just been a lot of things that have just been empty, that feel like they have been full, but they're really not. And we have to transform that. We need to bite the bullet, and we need to do the Saturn thing, and we need to get to the real core truth here. Our Astro Dice that we got is the Moon in Sag in the 9th house. It's definitely time to go take new adventures in new emotional places and move on to better emotional waters and explore different emotional feelings. And this is definitely about a new wondrous road here with relationships and love. And I would say it also is time to kind of see bigger here. I think that this has been focused on energy that is just not worth being focused on. It already doesn't feel right, doesn't feel connected, something feels off. It's like you gotta transmute that. You gotta stop playing yourself down too, I feel.
Yeah, there's definitely some form of disconnect going on. You know, maybe like this relationship started in kind of like a whirlwind of passion. Yet there's no really like foundation or even like the similarities in what you like to do together, you know, besides just surface, you know, BS. And so it is that time to kind of figure out, is this actually going to work? You know, is it worth the time? And through that, you know, it comes from that communication. You know, you need to actually speak it, what your desires are, and let your partner speak that as well, you know, and see if they actually truly align. But there's something that is off. And I think through the communication, through that process of actually letting yourself be vulnerable with this individual, you know, it might turn out that actually you two have been kind of holding secrets from each other where they might actually match up, but that's not going to come to fruition unless you actually put them all out on the table and, you know, and kind of speak it. Speak your truth, always.
I was about to say, there's some shadiness going on with that Seven of Swords, or maybe you assume somebody's shady, but really you got to look, I think, at the shade in your own self too. And I think that you can't judge others by the shadiness when there's definitely within yourself. And I also feel like looking at this, you know, it's like, why keep trying to create a party that's not a party? I just don't understand. Like, we all do it. I have been victim of that. I have been victim of like, I could reset this thing and make it great. And it's like, no.
Yeah, it's never easy to have those talks, you know. It's never easy to kind of say to a person that you've been with that maybe these paths aren't aligning. But it has to be spoken. You know, you have to say that or else you're just going to get stuck in this, you know, tornado of unappreciation and self-doubt, you know, and then the self-worth comes into it, and then it's just a downward spiral from there, and no one's going to be happy. So it's best to just get it all out on the table, get it all out into the air so you can start fresh and be who you want to be.
Yeah, and you can't be taken down by. I got a feeling too that this also would remind just people, because there might be singles out there. You might be dealing with a person who's like got a lot of deep insecurity. They're obsessed with you. They think they're your lover. They think that they're your all end all, but they're kind of weird and shady. They're not your soulmate, and you need to transmute that. Or if somebody's trying to bring you down energetically and tell you you do this wrong or you do that wrong, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like this would be a week of just like, if you energetically cut a cord of a low energy, you're going to rise higher. But it's going to be tough for some reason, because I think that they have some sort of spell that they're trying to cast on you to try and turn an upside down situation around, and it's not. And it's
what is it?
It's an obsession.
We know what is what, but we don't know what is what. We just strut.
What the fuck?
Yup.